This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
How do you plead?
Madam, a god doesn't plead.
All right, it's your boy JS Wanna Supply. We back in the building. I'm not even dressed the way I need to dress. I'm bugging right now, but I got the queen in the building. My homegirl Remi is on deck right now. Because of you, Remi, I have discovered the greatness that is Twitch. And I've been twitching multiple days a week now for the last 2 weeks. So I hate you, and that's it. Like,
okay, I'll take it.
Got me out here in these Twitch streets.
I'll take it.
You know what I'm saying? But it's been a phenomenal, great week of content. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. But before we get into talking about the goodness, we have to get historical. You know what I mean? We got to talk about some nerds in history. We haven't done this in a long time.
Nerd in history.
All right. So I just got 2 videos, and the first one I think is phenomenal. Remember that was a time when people loved to ride around in biker gangs. So even though biker gangs might have been started by Caucasian guys, well, the stylish, veritable custom bikes was a black thing.
The origins of rock music, it's important to note the often overlooked influence of Black and Latino riders on really early chopper culture, as their bikes were some of the first to have things like ape hangers and flashy paint jobs. And then Easy Rider came out. Captain America motorcycle is actually bigger than the movie Easy Rider. It's often overlooked is the Captain America's real origins. The truth is, Captain America and the Billy bikes from Easy Rider, they came from the brilliant minds of Cliff Sonny Voss and Ben Hardy. And their names would be deleted from the final credits of the film, despite the fact that they not only made these bikes, but they were very influential in the creation of the film altogether. While the civil rights movement was on its way, these guys were building bikes in their backyards before getting involved themselves. Dennis Hopper, the director of Easy Rider, and Peter Fonda, they started to think up this new idea for a movie, a sort of Western where the protagonists go on a Western-style adventure across America, but instead of traveling on horses, they would be on, the new horse, which is the motorcycle. And Voss would have a massive influence on the creation of Easy Rider, including its name and the building of motorcycles, when they came to him and asked him his opinion and basically how they could make the movie and what the motorcycles would be like. He designed the bikes from the ground up, and Benny Hardy built them. But for some reason, Fonda would go on to say that he actually built the bikes. That's not to say Fonda wasn't a huge part in making the bikes cool. I mean, he's the star of the film, and he would tour the bikes around for decades afterwards. He's just never really acknowledged the true origins of these choppers. The greatest choppers, probably of all time, were designed and created by 2 black men.
Hey. The hell? How did that get on the screen? I just wanted to bring that up, man. Look, nerds are in every part of culture. And don't tell me they weren't nerds, because it take a nerdy ass nigga to sit there and figure out how to custom make bikes from what they were to the fine craftsmanship that we enjoy to this day, that's being mimicked by millions of biker fans all over the world. So shout out to them for that. So with that being said, Rem, what's been going on, man? I ain't talked to you all week. Seem like you've been busy. I've been seeing you in these Twitch streets. So what's been going on?
Exactly that. I've just been streaming. Finally hit 400 followers on Twitch.
Yeah,
I know. So just really been working with that. Got a lot of just work stuff going on behind the scenes. A lot of exciting things are in the works. So just been
Yeah, you said something about a 12-hour live stream or something like that.
Yeah, so I promised everybody I would do a 12-hour streamathon once I hit 400, and we did. And so now I am planning that, what we're gonna do, all that jazz. So
you know, it's super interesting that as I started learning how to set the Twitch up and the live stream, I saw that they have a feature that's kind of like StreamYard, where you could bring different people in. You could send them the link, and then it'll bring them into your stream, and then you can have conversations. So, like, man, if you want me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put me in the game, coach. I'm here. I want to be a part of the 12-hour live. Yeah, man. Like, let me get in on this 12-hour live stream shit. I want to be a part of it.
Tag in.
We'll you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now that y'all got me addicted to video games, I'm out here busting ass. I got Borderlands 3 set up. I've been playing a Star Wars Jedi something, and I've been playing my real crack addiction. I'm talking about crack addiction is Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
Oh Lord, my dad plays that.
Oh my God, I'm on that motherfucker. It's literally 6, 7, 8 hours at a time. Like I remember 2 days ago, I started at 4 p.m. Next thing I know, I looked up, it was 5 a.m. Like literally, like I was like, I'm telling you, bro, it's consuming. It's consuming. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Whenever y'all ready, bro, like I'm set up, I'm in, and I was twitching, I was live streaming my shit too. So, you know, I'm ready to get down.
I'm proud of you. I love
I'm not a big timer like you, but you know, I'm actually having fun just getting and doing it. You know what I mean?
Big time, but I'm proud of you for doing it.
Thank you. All right, let's get into some important stuff like all right, so this week we gotta today we gotta talk about our preciouses. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, where is Remi's? So this is the Queen's Precious. Let me throw this up on the screen and you can tell us what this is all about. This looks fire.
Doesn't it?
Is that real or is that?
Yeah, it's functioning. It's a giant retro Nintendo controller coffee table, and all of the buttons on it are functioning. It hooks up to your I think it's an NES. But yeah, all the buttons are just oversized and functioning. But it's a big old coffee table.
How much does that thing cost?
I think it was like $6,000 when I was looking into it.
Wow.
There was a pretty price tag on it. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah,
yep.
$6,000. Yeah, from
$6,000 for a custom-made controller table, coffee table thing. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely with it. I respect that. Okay. All right. Mine isn't as unique and cool as yours is, but I will say in real life, this controller I bought, and I really only bought this. It was like $15 on Amazon. I wanted to, I had bought some games, or I think Fame had bought me some games or something, and I was starting to get in the game, and I spent the little $15, and I got this. It works on Bluetooth. It's all right. But when you start getting into fighting and all that, this shit ain't working because I don't know, it keep flicking on and off, or certain buttons don't work. So today, my precious is a real thing that I really need, and that is a real controller. The name of the company is 8-Bit Do. This is the ultimate 2.4 gig wireless controller, Hall effect joystick updated. It's like a peach or purple or pink color. I don't know what color that is. My eyes ain't that damn good. And they say it's really nice. It comes with a carrying case. It's got all the cool buttons. It's got a rechargeable docking station. And I'm like, hell yeah, this is the type vibe I need. Not saying like shout out to whoever created this for $12. Thank you. You got me back in the gaming. You got me over the hump. But like when I'm getting my ass handed to me and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, this gets my ass kicked. And I can't allow that to happen. Especially if I'm trying to put up real numbers. Especially when Borderlands is more complicated than Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This got my ass kicked when I first started playing that. So we got to get an upgrade. So help your boy get shit cracking. So sign up on Patreon so I can give me a new goddamn controller. Or just hit me up at JS1 the Supplier on somebody want to throw me a quick 50. There you go.
Yeah,
it's cash.
yeah.
Hashtag JS1 the Supplier. You know what I mean? Let a nigga know. Let a nigga know. All right. So it's just you and I, dear. It's our first date alone.
Just the two of us.
Oh yeah, you can make it if you try. Just the two of us, you and I. All right, we going down the Reddit hole. Let's go. All right. So as we hit the floor, going down the Reddit hole, let me pull this up. I have downloaded Reddit. I haven't logged into it yet, so you're gonna have to help me get to there once I'm slowly going into the nerd spaces as I can. Hold on, let me put this on the screen.
Joining the dark side a little bit at a time.
the dark side of the force, meaning not being able to get shit done because you on there. What are two types of nerds? It's
the infamous nerd versus geek debate. So the picture is basically they're saying one of them saying may the force be, and the other one finishes it with equal to mass times acceleration. And I was reading through it, and basically like that response labels you as a nerd, whereas if you would have said may the force be with you, then you would have been a geek. Because apparently, according to all of the comments under this thread, being a nerd is being just like intelligent when it comes to like mathematics and science and like tech and all that stuff. And being a geek means you're like into, you know, like comics, mangas, anime, video games and stuff like that. I never really like, I don't know. I've always said I was a nerd, but I never like, no one's ever been like, no, you're a geek. You know,
both at the end of the day,
they're synonymous with one another. I feel like I think there was like this really big thing.
They're one and the same. This is splitting hairs from the same tree. Like it's the same thing. Like because at the end of the day, when a bully in school camp is gonna kick your ass, they're not gonna be like, "Is you a geek? Or is you a nerd?" It's like
you're getting your ass beat.
Right. People that can comment on people and talk about people that, you know, are intelligent on whatever spectrum level of intelligence or into this type of stuff. We all get lumped together. I really wish that you know what I mean, the community would stop trying to like separate themselves from other people to make themselves seem different or better or cool, because every scientist nigga I know at the highest levels really enjoy Star Wars and they enjoy Star Trek and they enjoy conferences and comic books. That like I've never met somebody super intelligent and they were just like, ew, Marvel.
Don't lump me in with that, man.
Yeah, like you know, I am not into pop culture. Like that's
right.
They all have the things. Yeah, so I don't understand why you would try to be like one or the other, or like if somebody's super geeky and they meet somebody that's like super smart, they're gonna go, "Ugh, did you just say you really love
quantum physics?" Ew,
it's never happened. We've always embraced each other and loan, so it's like we're all in the same gang. So thank you for bringing it up, so I could knock that out of the park. Thank you.
Of course,
pat myself on the shoulders. So like. That was a great job going down the Reddit hole into some craziness. So now it's time to talk about some gaming, more shit that I'm gonna spend money on so I can remain broke for the rest of my life. Let's go. All righty then. You've got two joints today. Did you want to start with Dead Link or you want to start with No Man No Sky?
Let's just start with Dead Link. That's fine.
Awesome. All right, so let me put this up here. And let me put that out there. And now, is this something that you've known about for a long time, or is this something new that just came up to your attention?
I was scrolling through. I wasn't even scrolling, honestly. It came up at the top of my Steam store. And I was like, oh, that looks interesting, especially since we do like the cyberpunk
right
stuff. I was like, oh, this is literally perfect. So it is a first-person shooter, roguelike, cyberpunk feel game. And there's, let me see, I pulled it up here. There's like, there's classes in here, so you can pick. It has roguelike elements. So basically, you are an operative that is recruited to the experimental Deadlink project. So you have to fight your way through cramped slums, labs, grimy warehouses, office buildings, and your mission is basically to like thwart the schemes of like this giant mega corporation. And you pick your class, and then you know, like your weapons and all that stuff. So it looks like a lot of fun, like something I would play to pass the time for sure. I don't know like how there's skill trees. I don't know like how story based it is, or if you just kind of like, you know, run through. But I think it's only like $12.50 in the Steam store right now.
Oh, I was just about to ask that. So it's a now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Oh no. It yeah. Wait, is it $12.50? Yeah, it's on sale for 50% off right now. So it's $12.50 in the Steam store right now.
Does it have a multiplayer mode, or is it just?
No, it is single player. But they do have a bundle going on right now. They have the Nightmares bundle, which is Deadlink, and then Forgive Me Father 2. Never heard of that. Don't know what that is, but that's only $30 for both of those games together. And then Deadlink and Deflector, which is the Roguelites bundle. Also never heard of Deflector, but also only $30 right now. But yeah, so it supports Xbox controllers if you want to play on your new $12 controller.
Yay!
That doesn't work. But it looks fun.
All right. Shout out to AB, baby. What's going on?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Just did the family thing to seeing Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, good. Glad you can make it. All right. I've got your stuff loaded up, but Rem, go ahead and do your second one. Let me throw this up on the screen. Yo, I'm actually happy this came up on the top of my timeline on my Steam store, and I was actually considering playing this or buying it. I don't know if it's for sale or is this one of those free to play joints.
No, it's for sale, but this one is 60% off in Steam right now. It's usually like $60. It's $24 right now.
Wow. All right.
It's VR supported. So this is No Man's Sky. And if you know me, I am huge into like survival crafting games. So this is one of those. It's an open world survival craft game. Basically, you're exploring and trying to survive in this infinite procedurally generated universe. Let's see. So it says, okay, so it's basically set like in different planets in space, but you can do, let's see, I think there's co-op on this too though. So if you do get it, Jay,
it's finally co-op after several years.
Oh, so this has been out for a while.
Yeah. This I really there was a couple of guys that I used to hang around with that played No Man's Skies, and it's really cool because literally this server, I don't know what type of servers they have that are high capacity that they have, but literally every person who creates their character on there makes a small Milky Way galaxy of themselves. It's completely procedurally generated galaxy of your own.
Right. So this thing says basically like in your world, you can come across monsters that no other players will see, or like you'll never see again. Like you run into them one time and that's it. Or like some players like will never run into them at all, kind of thing. So that's really
and you can name them. You can name these monsters, which is really cool.
It looks like
wow. Okay. Now you got me excited for this. Okay, I might go. And you said it's 60% off, so it's $24. That might be worth the little, kick in get it cracking for real. I like that.
PC, and it's also available for Mac for anybody that has a Mac and wants to play.
Mm-hmm. Or if you got the Steam Deck, you can always get it on Steam and keep it cracking. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. It's something that it's something I just recently saw, and I was like, just the graphics looked amazing on it. So I was just kind of like, yo, I might want to play this. This seems like a cool idea. So, all right. So which one are you starting with, AB? Are you starting with Alien, Boulder Gate, or Failure Frame?
Failure Frame is what I was watching this week. Let's go ahead and do Alien real quick, because that just dropped over at San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend. And I would like to go ahead and just let everybody know about this. And then we got our first teaser trailer of it.
Got you. Let me throw this up now. And then we can bam, bammer. And then boom, let me see. Let me throw this up on the screen. All right, so go ahead on that one.
Currently, I've gone ahead and put this trailer out a couple of shows ago, and now we finally got video of what it looks like. This is going to be the very first for home users, a complete VR first person immersive experience for the Fox Alien line here. You play as Zula Hendricks. This is literally her first game. If you are out there and a alien aficionado, you know who Zula Hendricks is. She's basically a main character that's been around for almost a decade now in the series, surviving all kinds of crazy alien, literally xenomorph encounters. So basically, this is your first game that you actually get a chance to play as her. It looks like she's stuck on a space station. She has to go ahead and navigate through, cut open doors and find parts so she can actually make it back to make her own escape out of this horrible situation that she's in, while being pursued by xenomorphs on almost every corner. And literally, yeah, you can actually manipulate the environment, like pick like any other VR game. You can pick up something, throw it in. Kind of hopefully they're going to include what they're promising is some of the aspects from probably Alien Isolation. So you get the little scare element that you have to hide in lockers when you run out of bullets and whatnot, and you could just throw something down the hallway to have the alien run over there while you jump out and shoot it in the back, something cool like that. So that's something to look forward to.
I love that. That's a dope idea.
Yeah. But that's like I said, that's the alpha right now and whatnot. So that's what's gonna that's what they're showing right now. The full game's not gonna be out until next year in 2025.
Got you. You want to do Failure Frame or Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate is what I've been playing the last week now. This here is pretty much game of the year last year. This is the CRPG that everybody is you've probably seen this floating around here and there. And basically this game has pretty much, me and two other players are actually playing a multiplayer game campaign of this version of this Baldur's Gate made by Larian Studios. It is pretty much mostly fully voiced by, like, every character is fully voiced in this whole game. I mean, you can walk up to a kid and talk to the kid. If you have certain spells that you can actually talk to animals, you can do that. What's going on this video here is basically that's what's going to happen to your main character if you don't figure out what's going on. That's pretty much the whole mystery of it. You become this nasty, horrible they call themselves mind flayers or illithids. Basically, these parasites they've inserted these parasites that'll turn you into these grotesque creatures, and your whole point in the whole game is to figure out what is happening to you, how to stop this, how to slow it down, and keep yourself from succumbing into a mind flare before while trying to go ahead and navigate what else is going on in this game. So far right now, it has 3 big acts, and I mean the acts are like loaded. I mean, every act is almost like 40 hours of gameplay altogether.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
but there's so much stuff you can do. I mean, literally.
Man, that's amazing.
It's really fun. I mean, we had a fight with a giant golem, and the course through the fight is several mechanics. Like you have to have one person over there pulling a lever so there's some molten steel will fall on top of it, so you can actually do some damage on this thing and whatnot. So it's really cool. So
It's fun.
it's a really fun game if you guys are into role-playing games, or if you want to get into Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
And what I've been watching this week, this is for all my anime heads out there. In like 5 or 10 minutes, they show that, how ass and how trash these people are. They get in their little cliques and like, yeah, you're trash. Toss them to the wolves. And I'm like, wow, this is a pretty good anime. I binged the first 4 episodes, and it looks like we got 8 more to go. So I'm all for it. You guys out there that, like I said, solo leveling, Shield Hero, and other various isekai animes out there, give this one a watch. It's really good. Trust me. Take it away, Jay.
All right. Let's get into the great debate.
Round 1. Fight.
I had hair.
All right. So the first question for today is a question that I heard online, but when I heard it, it was like, it was speaking to me, because once again, I've been gaming really heavy the last 2 weeks. Free games versus games that you purchase. I'm asking you guys because you guys are the gaming experts. I'm a novice. I see a lot of games that are available where you could just download it and you could play it. Do you prefer free games, or do y'all prefer to just buy the game, wholesale, and then not have to worry about that other stuff? What's what is your preference? And then what do you feel like is the benefit between the two?
You want to start, Remi, or you want
ahead.
me to go? Okay. I'm kind of in the middle. Sadly, I'm in the middle and veer towards the paying side, because I like to go ahead and get these people their money. People, some people who do these free ones, they are, and that's the horrible part of that side of free people who make free games and do everything like that. They have to survive off of microtransactions. That's where the free games sometimes fall very short. They go into this, unfortunately, they this very predatory micromanaged paywall or pay to win structure for you to go ahead and advance in the game. Like if you want to go ahead and I used to play this game called Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's pretty much basically Star Wars, but Star Wars meets Pokemon. You get enough points and everything to go ahead and get other things to go ahead and unlock characters, and you unlock characters, you get better, you can make better groups to go ahead and fight other groups and so forth, and beat various raids and everything that you need to do to go ahead and advance in the game. But eventually, once you get to that point where all those characters that you can get for free is there, you see where they kind of make their money at. They go ahead and throw those little sales like, hey, you want to get this character? Hey, buy some extra crystals. We'll get, buy some crystals from us. That'll be $19.99 or something like that. That's how they get you with the free to play games, and it sometimes gets annoying, especially that you're behind a paywall just to advance in a free game. I know some people want to go ahead and keep the wheels going when it comes to a sort of free game, but have that gentle balance that there is, have some progression, but not locked in with behind you. In order for you to progress, you need to pay. That's all I got to say for that. Now, like I said, I'm more so on the paying side, because I know some companies out there that actually make good quality games, and they deserve all the smoke when it comes down to just here, take the money. like Firaxis. They are great at making all. They resurrected the XCOM game series that I love, which is a strategy, which is a real time. I mean, not real time, but basically turn-based strategy role-playing game that you move your characters across the screen, eliminating alien threats in each city biome, procedurally generated biomes that you do, and advance the story by capturing aliens and so forth. Yeah, they always get my money, no matter what. Same thing with Baldur's Gate. Larian Studios finally did exactly what everybody's been asking for a long time when it comes down to role-playing games. Actual interaction with the environment instead of just the normal, hey, you're in a game. I mean, hey, you're in a game. The only thing that explodes is the red barrels or the green barrels. The red and green barrels or the blue barrels are the only things that are destructive in this game. Larian Studio said, hell no. We're going to put in the money, the time, the effort, and give you the quality that you can pick up a candle and push this barrel of oil on the ground and then toss the candle, whoosh, fire. But hey, one of their cool games that they had.
Got you. All right. So, Remi.
Okay. So I guess I'm also kind of in the middle, but leaning more towards paid games. The only free games that I really play are my online shooters, so like Valorant and Overwatch. I have played 2 other like indie games that were free. So that's Not Your Neighbor and
Once Human?
What? No. Oh, Once Human is also another one that I recently got into, but it's like this little like almost 8-bit game. It's very, very short. It's like called Go to Bed or something like that. Which was fun. And like that game specifically, Go to Bed, like it's a very, very small developer, and like you finish the game for free. But at the end it's like, feel free to donate to whatever.
Right.
You can if you want to. You definitely don't have to. It's like a donate what you can kind of thing. If you can't, you just play the game for free. Whenever I see something like that, though, I always try to donate. I mean, like, definitely support your small game companies. But outside of that, I'm definitely a paid game girly. I mean, all of my favorites are big name games, and they deserve it. So, and I enjoy playing the games that they produce. So I'm happy to spend the money on them, especially when I'm as excited about them, making them. And the money keeps them rolling and keeps them pumping out these games that I enjoy playing. So it's like, it's this like endless cycle. So
I mean, it's just like that game that you put out as a trailer last week, Slipgate or whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I'm gonna keep it short. The only games that I've played for free were like mobile games, and my problem with those games is that you literally get to a point where it's like you can only get to a part, you got to spend some money, and it'll be like $1, cool, and then the next one be $2, and then the next one be $3, and the next one be $5, and it seems to always keep ratcheting up and up and up, and then that doesn't seem to come to an end. And I find that super frustrating when, like, if I'm playing a game, I should be able to play it and get it all the way to the end without me having to microtransact myself all the way, out the building. And I'm also in agreement that I would prefer to just support a maker, especially in this time period when people can make a game and then put it on Steam or a different platform like that and just pay for it. I'd rather just support the company direct. Things can get done the way it's supposed to get done. So, I would love to hear you guys' opinions. It's a bunch of you guys watching right now. So if you don't mind jumping in the comments or hitting us on Twitter or hitting us wherever, at Black Nerd Podcast and telling us what your opinion is. But before we move any further, we're going to go to a couple of commercials and we'll be right back.
Hey, babes. If you're liking what you see and you want to take me home to see more, then you've got to check out Gamer Girl the magazine. Get up close and personal with me and some of the hottest ladies in the gaming community while we talk about our favorite games, anime, and more. Now available for purchase on GamerGirlTheMag.com. Get your digital or physical copy today and tell them Remi sent you. I'll see you soon.
Just letting y'all know. A little bit of announcement for you. Cloudy McDoom will be right here on this live stream next Sunday, 6 p.m. right here.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? So make sure that you tap in and show some love. And if you got a bunch of stuff going on, hit our girl Remi, you know what I'm saying, on social media somewhere. Let her know you want to be on the show and she will get you booked and on deck. Let's make it happen. All right. So, all right, all of that. All right. We got to get to the news. Got a bunch of stuff to cover because, like, goddamn con season just shit all over the world. So let's do it. I'm sorry. Well, with that being said, I just saw this before we went live. So I said, you know what? I'll wait until we get on the show to let, James Gunn tell us the special announcement for, San Diego Comic-Con. So, James Gunn, take it away.
Oh, hey, there's one more thing I'd like to share with you. From our earliest days at DC Studios, my partner Peter Safran and I have been laser focused on bringing the traditionally distinct worlds of DC film, TV, animation, and gaming into alignment under a single banner. Peter and I knew we needed one logo that would bring us all together. We knew it needed to be something that was immediately recognizable, something that honored the comics, the legendary writers and artists who inspired everything we do, including our own Jim Lee, of course, not to mention the generations of passionate and extraordinary DC fans. We needed a logo that pays honor to our past and now signifies our future, ours and yours. Thank you for your support over the past year and change. I can't wait to show you all what we have in store for you. We promise to put every ounce of our hearts and souls into honoring the legacy of Superman, of Batman, of Wonder Woman, and of all the DC Comics characters. And I promise this logo will be a sign of the love and passion and respect and hard work that goes into those creations. So now I have the distinct pleasure of showing you our DC Studios logo. I can pretend we worked long and hard on figuring out what that was, but the truth is we knew exactly what we wanted that logo to be from the moment we took charge of DC Studios. If it looks familiar to you, well, you might very well be a DC fan. Much love to all of you and have a wonderful con.
Did you just spend all that time saying that? That's it? Really? That's what we did?
He just went back and used the Silver Age DC emblem and put studios at the bottom.
So not excited. This is not exciting.
It's simple, but
you know what I mean? But did I need a minute and a half ramp up so you can show me this thing?
They rallied the troops for that.
Right.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Hey, if he wanted to, let him.
All right. I'm gonna shout out to this supporter here, huh? My bad, dude. Like, I don't have your Twitter up here, but one wonderful Twitter person tweeted at Remi and said, when you've listened to Black Nerd Podcast forever and finally watch YouTube and see Remi, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's clutching his heart. He's in love. Shout out to you, brother. I be trying to tell people, like, we have a completely different crowd that listens on audio. Like, and the audio fluctuates from like 200 and 300 downloads per episode to like sometimes it'll be 15, sometimes it'll be 50. I don't know. It'd be weird, bro. But shout out to the audio listeners, to the people that always tap in for the audio, but also shout out to the people that always tap in for the video. I appreciate all of y'all. I hope that the people that watch the audio will migrate over to the video, and the video people will migrate to the audio, and everybody can enjoy a multi-layered experience as we enjoy creating it for y'all. And definitely keep supporting people like Remi, keep supporting AB. All of our social media informations are on the screen and also in the captions. So if you want to follow us individually, you can go into the descriptions or the captions and shit, and you'll see all of our links there, because I always try to make sure to show love. Now, next thing. All right, a Drake fan has dropped a Family Matters game. Did y'all know about this? Or are you abreast of this? Oh, well, since you didn't know, let me bring this into your world. Like, you know what I'm saying? How are we going to we can't live without having a Drake video game, because you know they did a Not Like Us video game. Were y'all aware of that?
Yep.
Also no.
Okay. Well, for those that didn't know, let's hit the play button. So man, that is
I'm good at this.
so yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? You
Grammys, just throwing Grammys into his mouth.
Oh, it's Grammys in his mouth, right? Yeah.
Heard.
You have to listen to the song. If you listen to Drake's song, he said Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody hand him a Grammy right now. Like that was like one of the first lines.
That's a weak clapback. I'm sorry.
That was pretty fly. It was pretty fly.
It's funny. It's
all right.
I thought we had like moved past this. Once he dropped Not Like Us, I thought it was just like done.
I barely got a chuckle. I barely got a chuckle on that. It's okay. It's okay. You're just a Drake fan.
Oh no, I'm both. I'm a fan of both. I have purchased both of their albums. And then here's the Not Like Us game. All right. And this is pretty much it. And for those that don't know, I think when the first 24 hours of this game coming out, there were like 1.2 million people that logged on and played the game. If you really want to be honest about it, the design looks similar on both. It looked like it could have been the same motherfucker. They just designed the game for both of them and just, you know what I'm saying, taking advantage of both. For what reason? Don't know, but hey, shout out to y'all. The Drake one, if you play it to a certain point and it stops, it'll ask you for your email address and your nickname. I guess that's so it can like promote to you. And then the other one also does the same thing. So it's a great way of doing data collection if you want to do something like that. So if you want to play Drake's game, you got to go to the playfamilymatters.com. And if you want to play the Kendrick game, you go to notlikeus.com, notlikeusgame.com. All right. So now that you guys are fully aware of how hip hop intersects with nerd culture, again, you know, that was a little something. So for all of those people who are wonderful, wonderful fans of the greatness of House of Dragons, let's get our update.
Things were gonna go south with C-Smoke when those dragon keepers had nothing but pointy sticks and a song that they sang off key. C-Smoke didn't come up out the pit to be claimed by a new writer. He came to see who was in his house making all that goddamn noise. Because here's my thing, let me get comfortable. It's the dragons are gods, the dragons are gods. So then what do you mean C-Smoke obey? C-Smoke serve. First of all, I gotta lift their asses up too, because who are you talking to? And I am telling y'all, the sharp pointy sticks that the dragon keepers carry really be getting me, because what are they supposed to do? We saw what the little dagger they carry is for when that one dragon keeper was standing a little bit too close to Sir Darkland. All he did was show up for work that day. And that's why I never gave 100% on the job, because for what? C-Smoke said, y'all woke me up for this? Get this security guard out my face. Y'all know I have a preference. I like my baby hair with baby hair and afros. I like my Negro nose with Jackson 5 nostrils. My favorite tweet, I didn't say Darkland, I said dark-skinned. And went to go find him the melanated king of his dreams. Can the dragons just leave? They can just leave? Who's gonna stop them? The pointy sticks? Real quick, if I could just interrupt myself. There's an account pretending to be me. They're stealing my videos and posting them on their page. So if y'all could do me a favor and report every video on this fakey Tiffy Star Child one page, I would really appreciate it, because that's not me. But anyway, C-Smoke popped up on Adam like he was an excited little puppy. Like, hey, you look kind of familiar. Do you have a moment to discuss our Lord and Savior Queen Rhaenyra? House of the Dragon is giving us a whole lot of tell but not show, and I would have really loved to see Adam and C-Smoke establish that bond. But good for him. Good for them both. We know that Alan and his brother Adam were not being properly recognized by Deadbeat Dad of the Year Corliss. Yeah, I said it. But I don't know, the minute I get a dragon, you kind of can't tell me nothing. I'm pulling up to all the family functions on my dragon. Talking about deny me now, Dad. You gotta watch the way you talk to somebody with a dragon, which is why I didn't care for the way that Rhaenyra was talking to Adam in the preview for the next episode. But we will cross that bridge in a few days.
All right. Shout out to Star.
Tonight.
I love her, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that's been tapped in, man. This season Much better than the first season. Not saying the first season was bad. First season was dope, but this is a lot easier to follow, and it's been a lot more fun, and we've got a lot more dragon activity. So shout out to them for that. All right, let's get into some more San Diego Comic-Con. All right, so this is a video of outside of the Comic-Con Convention Center. They have set up a drone kind of like display, and it is a Marvel drone displaying Galactica and the Fantastic Four logo, letting you know that Galacticus is definitely one of those forces to be reckoned with that's coming up, and also definitely that Fantastic Four is on the way. If you watched Deadpool and Wolverine, then you're gonna see more teasers of that. But since we're talking about that, let's go into another piece of information that was disclosed. And shout out to Remi for dropping this in the group chat, even though I had already seen this last night. But thank you for being on point for your boy. So they're doing the announcement of Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, and they decided to reveal who would be playing Dr. Doom. Let's get into it.
As proof of the unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel multi-universe, we give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
It's me, Dio.
Yeah, this is the visual announcement of Robert Downey Jr. officially as he's going to be Dr. Doom. Now I saw a lot of people that were confused, like, how are you doing that? You know, he was Iron Man. How is he now going to be playing Dr. Doom? So the explanation is that this Dr. Doom is obviously coming from a different universe or a part of the whatever. So he's a variant of some sorts that is going to play Dr. Doom. And now and some people will go, oh, that's some fucked up shit y'all just made off the top of your head. No, there's actually a comic book where there are multiple storylines within the Dr. Doom and Iron Man story. One is Dr. Doom was impersonating Iron Man for a time period in one comic book run, and then there's another one where there's a variant of Iron Man that becomes Dr. Doom, and that happens. So there are multiple storylines of the two characters interchanging or operating in each other's spaces. So there you go. So now we're getting something new and interesting. I wasn't expecting it. Do I feel like we could have pick somebody younger and stronger and a new fresh face? I definitely would have enjoyed that. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
I have opinions. I think we missed a very good opportunity to cast somebody that would have been better for representation. But I think that casting Robert Downey Jr. is a last-ditch effort to get people to come out and see this movie. And I hate to say it, but I think that Marvel is getting desperate at this point. And we all love RDJ. I'm not going to not see the movie because of it. But just knowing like Victor Von Doom's backstory and stuff like that, I just feel like it's grasping at straws, but it's just me.
Yeah, that's on me. AB, how you feeling?
I'm kind of nonplussed after seeing the demonstration. My opinion might be completely different than everybody else's. I mean, yeah, because I know several different versions of the Secret Wars, including the one when they had God Emperor Doom and all this stuff. I mean, you got a lot of people are like, oh yeah, because they're movie only. Me, I'm just like, you guys got a lot of talent out there that could have been Dr. Doom. And I would have liked to, if this is just a tease or a fake out, which I'm thinking, I honestly, sincerely, guys, like, Yeah, that's good to go ahead and have Robert Downey Jr. as a variant of Doctor Doom. Who's going to be the real Doctor Doom? Because remember, they did that little fake. They've done this fake out like a couple of times with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, they did it in Iron Man 3. You thought that what's the name, Ben Kingsley, Gandhi, was going to be freaking the Mandarin, and there was a big fake out for that. And
yeah, I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be long winded. I just say, because you saw how the stage was set up with all those dooms there, and hey, who knows? They might be trying to do what they're probably just flipping they had that whole plan for the Kang dynasty and the Kang and Kang and whatnot. What are you gonna do with all that writing? Toss it? No. They probably just said, okay, search, replace Kang with Doom. That's probably what we're gonna see. So that's my hunch on the whole thing. So I'm like this. I'm going to movies to be entertained. I'm not worried about the story no more, because right now, how things have been going, it's either you guys need to go ahead and change up the writers, or bring some people with different views, and also some fans that give fans the opportunity to write a movie. I mean, do something cool like the Hunger Games or something like that, to say, hey, write us a script and see if you can be up in the writer's room with you guys,
Got you. All right. Fame says 10-second cameo. When one of Doom Vance die, he take off his helmet. Is Robert Downey Jr. seen over? LOL. I don't understand what that whole sentence meant.
It would make more sense if you were in here in this lobby right now on camera where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
All right. So the second cameo, when one of the Doom variants die, boom, Robert Downey Jr. collects a check. There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. This is another thing. I'm not going to play anyway, there's another announcement. There was another big release. Now, in the Deadpool Wolverine film, there are a bunch of different cameos. So you had the cameo.
Spoiler alert.
How is this a spoiler alert when it's all over the YouTube?
I haven't heard about any of them, so this is a spoiler for me. The only one I've heard of was Chris Evans.
Dude, they even posted like, please don't spoil this for at least a week. It hasn't even been 3 days, dude.
This is not me. This is on YouTube, nigga. You act like I fucking went to the theater and took the shit down myself. This is some shit.
Don't be raising your voice and getting mad.
I
just said spoiler alert. Don't be getting mad because
this is all up and down my timeline. This is all I can see every day.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
somebody
don't
like
be trying
me
to put the ops on me because you don't know how to decide
like that. I'm just saying.
You haven't seen it, I won't show it. So if you want to go see it, go to the Comic-Con page. They show a bunch of different stuff. There's a ton of stuff there. Now, I will move on to other announcements made by Star Trek. They dropped 3 trailers. Section 31, which is not out yet, so there's no spoilers. It's just a trailer. I'm not going to play the audio from the trailer, but I will play some of the video. I am going to be saying I'm excited for this. I think this is new and cool, something totally different. I think I've never seen a Star Trek show that was based on dudes doing underhanded business. The Star Trek wheelhouse is inspirational, positive, good-hearted people. I feel like the way they are putting together, like the way they put this trailer together, the way that they're kind of selling the show is that this is dark, this is sinister, and this is a lot of murder and death. This definitely takes us away from the traditional Star Trek format. That's what makes me excited. I'm loving the visuals. I'm loving that you have a character that's not the normal, it's a positive captain that's wise and educated, and they're kind of mentoring a whole new crew of people into this unknown situation. You have a badass woman who really don't care about nobody but herself, and she gets the reins of a dark and sinister organization that does all of the dirty work. So, that the Federation can remain looking sweet. She does the dirty work behind the scenes. Everybody else gets to be, nice people. I think this is a dope idea. And this trailer looks amazing. I can't wait to see it. Does anybody have anything they want to throw in on this? Comments, anything?
Go ahead. Ladies first.
Not that I haven't seen Acolyte yet, but I feel like just looking at this trailer that this is the kind of feel that Acolyte wanted to have. Excuse me. This is way more like thrilling looking than the Acolyte trailer you played for me. And they have like similar I guess vibes to them, but this one is definitely like then again, I'm biased. I've never seen Star Wars. I've always watched Star Trek. So I really don't have any space to compare, but this just looks a lot more like what I feel like Acolyte was trying to accomplish.
Word. All right, AB.
All I gotta say is finally. Now, this, unlike what Jay was mentioning, this is a character from. Oh, you can keep playing. I was just gonna go keep playing the trailer. The Michelle Yeoh's character is a character from Star Trek Discovery. We finally get the sequel or side story of this character that was on Star Trek Discovery. If you guys don't know, this character is Philippa, and she in another version of the Star Trek universe or mega multiverse, there is a mirror world. They brought her version, and you see her dressed up all regally and whatnot. It is showing like prequel stuff, like how she became the emperor of that whole mirror universe, and she's wearing her regalia and everything like that. And it looks like this whole crew is like a suicide squad of a sort. That looks like they're around trying to go ahead and take down the horrible elements that the regular Federation can't do, because they just say, hey, this is Section 31. We can't, when these are our wet works operatives. If people don't know what wet works are, those are people who they have no compunction. They will wipe everything out, and they have cleaners to clean it up. So I'm looking forward to this because, like I said, they brought back that character, and I'm looking forward to what they're going to do because, she had to go ahead and jump back through a portal back to her universe because she was going to die because radiation and living in our normal Star Trek universe, she would die, but they finally got her back. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the story progress and seeing all the characters. You look like you got to see. Of course, I love my boy Sam Richardson, the dark-skinned big brother there. Loved him on Ted Lasso and a lot of things. I love him in his comedy, but I hope he does a lot more action instead of like he's saying like funny lines, So here's hoping that show's going to be really good. Next one, Jay.
Yeah, the next one is the first look at season 3 of Strange New Worlds. I am delightfully overjoyed at Strange New Worlds. I love how it started as an offshoot, or I'm not going to say it's an offshoot. It's just it ran parallel or kind of parallel to Discovery. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give it away just in case a person hasn't seen it. But I definitely suggest that people watch Discovery first and then watch Strange New Worlds so you'll have an understanding of what's going on. But Strange New Worlds, definitely dope. I love the new characters. I love the storyline and how everything is going to play out. So now we're in season 3. It's coming back this fall. And we are all going to be able to get to enjoy more traditional Star Trek storylines and happenstances. I would say Discovery is definitely Star Trek, but they were experimenting with different storytelling styles, whereas Strange New Worlds fits more of the traditional, every episode is just another day in the life of being a starship in the Federation organization and them going around doing normal jobs. Whereas Discovery was completely different, more of like an epic kind of thing and more of a drama and less of a procedural. Whereas this is more the traditional procedural. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited. It looks like everybody's turning into Vulcans, and you know that's going to turn up some craziness. So, yep, I'm gonna throw that down. So the last one for today, you guys, is Lower Decks. One of my favorites. Oh my God, this is the most inventive, fun idea I've ever seen Star Trek do. It is so funny, and it's I tell people, if you're not a Trekkie, don't watch Lower Decks. Even you know what, I'm not gonna say that. You can watch Lower Decks, but there's gonna be so many jokes you're gonna miss because it has so much inside jokes. But I love this show. I didn't know they had this many seasons. They're talking about they're coming back for season 5. I was like, what? I said, this has 5 seasons already? Like, This is crazy. But shout out to Lower Decks, man. They put their announcement out. This is the trailer for it. I encourage everybody, hey, if you're a Star Trek fan and, you know, hey, the trailer's out, you can definitely enjoy them. I'm trying to keep us from getting dinged on YouTube because they're super sensitive about, you know, commercial usage. So I've been kind of avoiding that as much as possible. So shout out to them. So the next thing, did y'all have anything else y'all wanted to say before I moved on to the next thing?
I'll just give this plug for Amazon Prime users. If you're an Amazon Prime user, you can actually see the first season of Lower Decks for free.
There you go. That's the business. Yep. All right. All right. So do you want to do a video about things that Black people don't do, or you want to talk about racism in Assassin's Creed? Which one you want to go?
The first one.
All right, let's go. This one had me giggling.
Video of someone doing Renaissance fair cosplay, and the top comment was, "Black people don't do that." Well, challenge accepted, because I'm on a mission to try everything I've been told Black people don't do. #representation. To prepare myself, I first watched as many Black Renaissance films as I could find. The Black Knight, the Cinderella movie with Brandy, and that Robin Hood movie that had Dave Chappelle in it. Then I was ready to take on a Ren fair. I immediately observed the fair for as many Black things as I could find, and I was not disappointed. There were cookout foods, heated cultural debates, people playing cards with Black people on them, two-stepping. It's hard to say if those things actually made the event Black, but I could not deny that I was enjoying myself, and there were plenty of other Black people doing the same thing. And as I expected, they were dressed to impress. Many people assume that Renaissance spaces have no place for Black people, but there are plenty of Black Renaissance figures in history. Their stories just haven't been told as loudly. I can confirm that Renaissance cosplay is something that Black people do. I can also confirm that birds are definitely not real. Let me know in the comments of other things you've been told that Black people don't do so I can do them. Okay, bye.
Okay.
I feel seen. And that's so special.
As she should.
Well, I just went to this year's Renaissance Festival, and some people were dressed up as anime characters. So hey,
man,
there's no fucking laws.
There's no clause. It's just like, hey, whatever you come as you are, as you are, or how you want to feel, or how you feeling. Hell, there was a lady in a chainmail Wonder Woman outfit out there.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna play one more funny video and then we'll get back to some serious talk.
Dumbledore, still no word on my acceptance letter. I just spent all my galleons on a new Quidditch sweater. Cause Albus, I'm starting to think you lied. All I really wanted was a chocolate frog with a little card inside. So tell me, Albus, do I look stupid? Come on, dog, are you serious? Or were you just wolfing like Remus Lupin? I'm a Gryffindor, I feel it in my veins. I heard about your sister Ariana, so you understand my pain. What I gotta do, beg you in the rain? You sent that hairy kid 1,000 letters, I need one, that's all I'm saying. Why you treat me like a house elf, Albus? Hogwarts needs Gryffindors, they can't do this without us. Just give me a chance, man, I'll make you the proudest. You told me that you'll always have my back, but actions speak the loudest. This is my last time writing you this letter, but I probably won't get accepted. I'll probably just outgrow this Quidditch sweater.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. What's up, Rem? What you thinking? You know what I mean? You ready to put them bars together?
Listen, to like a Harry Potter song to the tune of Stan is insane. I love that. That was good. That was entertaining.
All right, now it's back to important business. Will you be purchasing this for your own personal needs? This is a real question, Remy. Pay attention.
Pedal electric hybrid is changing urban commuting in Germany. First introduced in 2020 by Hamburg-based startup Hopper Mobility, the Hopper is a three-wheeled, semi-enclosed vehicle legally classified as an e-bike. Thanks to this classification, it can travel in bike lanes and on bike paths, offering a top speed of 25 kilometers per hour, or about 16 miles per hour. The Hopper is powered by a 250-watt rear hub motor and a removable 1,440 watt-hour lithium iron phosphate battery, providing a range of around 65 kilometers or 40 miles per charge. An optional rooftop solar panel can extend this range even further. To minimize maintenance, the Hopper uses an electronic pedal-by-wire system, converting your pedaling into electrical energy to power the motor. The Hopper comes in two models, the passenger model, with a second seat behind the rider, and the cargo model, featuring a lockable 300-liter cargo compartment.
My question to you guys is, are you buying this? Are we buying this? Have we gotten to this level where instead of a bike, you're going to get you like a little scoot? That's what I'm going to call that.
No, we don't have. No, Atlanta's not built that way. You have to go to like Alpharetta and Milton and all those areas just to
where
enjoy.
Everything's like connect, like it's so big that there's just so much shit. Like I ain't riding that shit. I got too many busy streets and the stores are too far away. I ain't doing all that.
It's like I would do it. I would do it if we actually had dedicated lanes and like they have some dedicated lanes in downtown Atlanta for like that little rail that they have.
Stuff,
and scooter lanes. Hey,
I don't even trust that. Honestly, the way people be driving around here, absolutely not. I'm gonna end up like a squished in can.
Exactly.
Nah, I salute to y'all for that. All right, last thing, and then we're going to move on to our last topic. I am going to talk about everybody, if you're watching on the video, if you're at home, we're going to talk about, this is too much. All right, so this is the trailer for Penguin, the new Penguin limited TV series. Me and Remy watched this before we went live streaming. So from what I've heard, this is a limited series that will connect directly into the next Batman film. You get to see what's my guy's name?
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
As Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin. This takes place directly after the last Batman film. It looks like we are finally getting a consistent Batman story that has cohesion to it, where the villain, you get to see more development on the villains. I'm hoping, personally, I'm hoping you're not going to see a lot of Batman in this. I'm hoping let this just be, this is streets reorganizing, streets going on. Maybe you could hear about some little subtle stuff, or maybe you see a bat fly over or something like that. But for the most part, I definitely want to see this universe's underworld kind of grow and evolve. And it seems like you're getting a lot of that. So you're getting a lot of detail. So shout out to this new trailer. It just came out during the San Diego Comic-Con weekend. And you also get introduced to that Oswald Cobblepot is the good guy. He's not the good guy. He's a bad guy. But then you find out that there's a bigger and badder bad guy that he's going to have to contend with. That's not Batman. So you're seeing that he's going to have to fight wars on multiple fronts. I think this is going to make it very, very interesting. And then I even see that there's a point where there's a little hints of like the Joker or some variation of the Joker being involved. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. I remember Remy and I were watching before the stream, and she was like, why does he sound like like a New York mafia boss? And I was like, that's the concept, is that they're giving you this kind of gritty organized crime energy to let you know how big and how scary this can be. So I'm looking forward to that. So definitely, if you get a chance, pull it up on YouTube, watch it, and then drop us in the comments. Are you excited to see this? Is this something you're going to add to your playlist? And I'm going to ask Remy and AB that right now. Are you guys adding this to your watch list for the fall?
I'll watch it. I don't know. I'm not ecstatic about it. Jay and I had this conversation before. I said that it looks Colin Farrell. I don't know. It looks too CGI. Like you can definitely tell, obviously. I say give me Robert De Niro. I mean, hell, give me fucking Danny DeVito. You know, I know they're old, but shit, you know? And it's definitely, it's almost too mob story for me. Like, it's very Godfather, Sopranos, and I don't know. There's nothing like, and I mean, maybe they weren't going for the whole, like, DC supervillain theme, which in that aspect, you did a fantastic job. But it's just not, I don't know. I'm not like thrilled to watch it.
Nah, for sure. All right, let's get into this one last dedication. I totally forgot about this. I apologize.
Missy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You forgot my, yeah, you're just, when we call you out for spoilers, are you just going to ignore me?
Move on. I did not mean to intentionally do it. Just go ahead and do your thing.
I'll just say this. A lot of people see everything in Batman stories through the lens of Batman and Bruce Wayne. I'm actually glad, for the exception of Gotham. You had Gotham, and you had them you saw through the lens of Alfred and Gordon and whatnot. So this time we're actually going to see the criminals and how they get they organize and do crime and stuff like that. We got audiences that love that. I mean, we got people that love those crime minstrel dramas. I mean, everybody love hood dramas. Everybody love gangster dramas. Hey, that's what we're going to get. And as long as they keep it like a lived-in world, like a little bit of Batman, like you see, if I get like the first like, 40 minutes of the episode showing like, hey, this is the crime drama and everything like that it is, and how Penguin sets up jobs and whatnot, and then you get that little like 7 minutes of Batman coming in to thwart the crime, and you see how he escapes. Like, you actually see the villain, you see through the villain's lens on how he escapes the scene of the crime when Batman comes in through the window and start beating up his minions and whatnot. I'm cool with that. You don't have to show Batman all the time, but definitely show the elements that lead up to like the heists, the robberies, how they go ahead and organize this, how they're making treaties and whatnot, everything that is the underbelly of Gotham.
No, definitely. And y'all, to be honest with you, you brought up Gotham. That is such a great example. I loved the first couple of seasons of Gotham just because of that. It's like I'm not drowned in the sad Batman story, but we're seeing the expansion of the universe, and you're getting to see all of the nooks and crannies of what's going on. So yeah, shout out to you for that. That was definitely a great element.
My Lord and Savior. Is that why she's in outer space? She is out of this world. NASA transmitted her music to outer space. Well, finally someone will understand. If you're for the nippers, then yep. Wasn't that song? Opportunity missed. The song was Super Duper Fly. We still know how we feel about rain. They sent it to Venus. Not Uranus? No. Opportunity missed. I just don't get why they sent oldies. Oldies? This song's 27 years old. Holy shit. Aren't you 27 years old? Yeah, you miserable little... If you don't turn that music down, I'm calling space police in 1 minute. Got it. Fucking humans. Was that an alien boomer? Yeah, think it was. And it was this close to saying 1 minute man. Ah, right. Another opportunity missed. God damn it.
I wanted to say we love you, Missy Elliot. Shout out to her for that, man. Huge accomplishment. Great things for legends and people that we love that have she colored my childhood with great music, and I've been able to enjoy my adulthood with all types of greatness. So with that being said, last combo and we out of here.
Round 2.
All right. With that being said, somebody in the group chat said, I don't even have to be a part of this shit because I'm so hardcore and lit that I don't even, this shit don't even process to me. You know what I mean? Because I put in the group chat, I said, the question of the day is, name 3 games that you love to play, but you never finished. Somebody in the group chat was like, nah, nigga, I can't even participate in this conversation. This is ridiculous. Because when I play games, I kill it. You know what I'm saying? I dominate. I take over. I'm competitive. You know what I mean? Which one of y'all said that?
I think that was Fame.
No, that was me. That's what it was. Go ahead, Big Talk. Yo, Big Talk. Go ahead. Pod.
I'm a completionist through and through. If I buy a game with a storyline, with a good storyline, I'm finishing that bitch. I don't care. Every Assassin's Creed game I've ever played, I have finished it 100%. Side quests, all of it. Baldur's Gate, same thing. Finished that, everything twice through. All of my favorite games, any game I've ever played, I have finished through to completion, the entire thing. I hyperfixate on it. I have to beat it. I cannot leave a game unfinished. I have to see how it ends. So.
Mm-hmm. So you finished Final Fantasy?
I never played Final Fantasy. I never started it.
Oh, so the truly hard games you just completely avoid. So
the games I have no interest in, I've completely avoid.
You do. How dare you? How dare you? All righty then. Okay. I'll let you go. All right, AB. Do you have at least one or two games that you love? Oh, you got your three. All right, my God. Let's go.
I'm just gonna go with the number one that everybody can relate to this one, who is a RPG player out there. Skyrim. I have completed certain moments in Skyrim, like the main story, but I've not completed any of the other two stories, like the vampire and the dragonborn and all that. It's like the moment I get into it, you get to places, you go exploring, and you explore and explore and explore, and you just like, let me take a break, and then I just never got finished. Well, basically anything but Bethesda, the Bethesda IPs for Fallout and Skyrim. I'll put those two together because basically Fallout 3, I didn't finish. I finished the game, but I didn't finish all the extra stuff, like all the expansions and DLCs. Same thing with Fallout 4. I didn't finish it all the way through. I finished the main game, but I didn't finish all the other stuff. My last two is basically BioWare as well. 2 BioWare series. I have not finished, and people are going to kick my butt on this, which I need to finish now, is the full trilogy, the current trilogy of Dragon Age. I need to finish Dragon Age Inquisition. And, well, actually, I'm still like in the middle of Dragon Age 2, finishing all the DLC for that because I got a complete edition. Thank you, Steam. Then Inquisition, finish all that. And the same goes with Mass Effect. Mass Effect, I finished everything that's on Mass Effect 2, but I still have not. I got a little pristine collector's edition version of Mass Effect 3, and I have never cracked it open. And it's already over it's getting to almost 15 years since Mass Effect has been out, and I've never finished it. Same as the other Mass Effect Andromeda game. So those are my 3 games, which pretty much are out there.
Tell AB it's just him. I beat every game he named. Wow.
It's all right. You have not beaten Skyrim, sir. Don't you lie to the internet. The internet will find you.
Tell Fame to get on here and say it himself.
Yeah, coward.
So,
stop hiding behind the chat wall.
I'm a co-sign Fame. Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 7 I never completed, and that bothers me to this day. I would also like to say Metal Gear. What was the first one for PS? It was it the one
Metal
for
Gear
PS1
Solid.
or PS2?
It was
Metal
PS1.
Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid 1 was.
Yep. That was the one. Didn't finish that. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The original Mario Brothers is not easy to beat, bro. And I've played millions of hours of Mario Brothers and have not beaten that game. Now, 2 and 3, bust ass. Yo, 3, I murdered Mario Brothers 3 in like less than a week or 2 weeks or whatever. And then and then because like once you beat it and then you go back and start it over, like there's more stuff that you could do. It opens up all of these new features. So like, yeah, infinitely love that game. But yeah, those are the 3 that I've never been able to beat, but I love the games. I love to play them, played it for millions of hours and never beat it. And then like some of these newer games, I never even cared to beat. So like I start playing it and I get bored, like whatever. But like the ones that I really love, yeah, those are it. So thank you guys. Fame said Final Fantasy 6, and then he didn't put any other stuff in there, and he didn't put it in a group chat either. So we still love you guys. Yeah, for real. We send our love and prayer to Fame's family and him. He is in the hospital right now. He's got some personal things going on. So we want to send our love, prayers, and support to him and his family. And we look forward to seeing you next week, my guy. I want to say thanks to AB, thanks to Remi, both of them tapping in, being on time, and making sure to give me all of the information. I super appreciate it. The shows have been running super smooth since we've kind of redone all of the template and everything. So I really enjoy it. Love it. Shout out to all of the people that's been watching or have been listening and been supporting. Shout out to everybody in the comments on Instagram that disrespected the hell out of that young black woman that just wanted to say her piece about Xbox versus she made a statement about Xbox versus PlayStation, and y'all were the most disrespectful people in the world. Y'all, somebody need to teach y'all how to treat women a lot better, bro, because the way y'all talk to women on the internet, something wrong with y'all. Something is really wrong with y'all niggas.
I missed that.
But I appreciate y'all for commenting. I appreciate everybody on the Black Nerd Podcast Facebook page. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for the support. Y'all constantly commenting. I just be honest with y'all. I try to comment back, but I swear to God, 200-300 comments a day is hard to interact with. But I still appreciate y'all for locking in and supporting and showing love. Please keep showing love. This is episode 84. Episode 85. We got our guy Cloudy McDoom coming, and with that being said, we'll check y'all next week. I'm sorry, Remi, give your shout outs.
Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for everybody that was watching across all platforms. We love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and the like. If you are a content creator, cosplayer, or whatever, and you want to be on the show, hit me up on Instagram at OheyRemi. It's right there. And we will see about getting you booked. And I hope everybody has a great rest of their Sunday. Bye.
Word. Are you streaming tonight?
Yes, 8:00 EST. I don't know what we're streaming, but we're streaming. So
okay.
Come hang.
All right. That's the litness. All right, AB, let's go.
Shout out to everybody out there that's listening and watching. Thank you for showing up. And those who are going to be soon to be listening or watching this later. Shout out to Fame. Get well soon, man. We looking forward to seeing you next week. And shout out to everybody who's out there who enjoys San Diego Comic-Con and also DreamCon. I was actually surprised those two ran in the same weekend this year. Hey, shout out to everybody that's out there. Stay blurty, nerdy, and be cool to everybody and be nice to each other. You all like and subscribe to Black Nerd Podcast. We love you guys out there.
Word. And real before I go, want to shout out to my guy, or our guy, you know what I'm saying? Dave, he's about to start his new Kickstarter for a House of Steel comic book, or a window into the mind of souls of the artists who create them. Role-playing games are doorways to the imagination. MetaHuman Rising has House of Steel, and they're going to be doing their Kickstarter. I don't know what all of the perks and stuff are because they haven't dropped it yet, but definitely go to housedok.com and then just go to Kickstarter page. So they have a tab called Kickstarter. You can go in there, find more information there. I will also put it in the description. So shout out to the homie and the support. If y'all want to support, y'all keep it locked. We're going to check y'all next week with Cloudy McDoom, 6 p.m. Sunday right here on BBC Life. Let's go.